San Diego Beer Week. I am Danielle from the morning show on 91 Access. Always, I have my beer drinking partner in crime with me, Paul Segura, brewmaster from Carl Strauss. Happy San Diego Beer Week. How are you holding up?
Happy Beer Week. I'm holding up. Doing okay. Managing to keep my sanity, and my liver probably is angry at me right now. But
Are you staying hydrated?
I am. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Hydration is the key to drinking, Paul. Everybody knows that.
And welcome, Jay Jones. Jay Jones is no stranger to Beer for Breakfast. However, WestBrew is brand spanking new to San Diego and Beer for Breakfast. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, guys. How are we doing today?
Enjoying Beer Week.
Yes, happy Thursday. Hope everybody's surviving out there. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a pretty can. It is a pretty can.
So we're starting out with the WestBrew Pils.
Yes, indeed, we are. It's a fantastic brew. So this is one of those beers I'm super, super stoked on. Obviously, craft beer world, thank goodness, I guess we've all kind of, as a craft beer community, really embraced and transitioned into what some call crispy boys, or nice light pilsners. They're no longer the redheaded stepchild of the brewing world. People have realized that if you make them really, really well, they're really, really nice to drink and really, really good. And perfect when it's 70 and sunny every day here in San Diego. So we did our WestBrew Pils. It's a very traditional German style Pilsner. But then, of course, we are in San Diego, so we had to do a little San Diego twist on it. So we aggressively dry hop this beast through a lot of Amarillo or Amarillo, as I don't know how to say it, but it's like a beer week tradition for me to be corrected on the pronunciation of Amarillo or Amarillo hops at any given time. So yeah, I'm loving this bad hops. It's like 5.5%, smooth, easy drinking, really, really nice, perfect on a nice warm November afternoon. And I love the graphics on the can. As you can tell, it's got the Yosemite on there, and I was very fortunate to go down to Yosemite a couple of weeks ago, and I got to witness Yosemite for the first time myself, and got to see El Capitan and Half Dome, and it was pretty freaking awesome. And I hate to use the word religious experience, but it was about as close to a religious experience as I'm ever going to have. So I think, was it Muir or Roosevelt who said that this is America's cathedral, and you could see it every step I was down there. So side note. But
that quote could have come from either one of those guys. And yes, it was a religious experience. I'm glad you got to go check it out. Congrats on your new digs, man. This is my first experience with WestBrew. They seem very professional and classy. Do they know what kind of person they hired when they hired?
Oh wow. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I lied a lot on my resume. I told them I actually knew what I was doing and I had a lot of experience in the San Diego beer industry, which is totally not true. I'm totally new. I'm super stoked. That's the best thing. My owner Josh, when he decided to open up WestBrew, he's been working on this project for a few years now. Obviously, he went through the SDSU beer program as well as the UCSD program, and his idea to open up a brew pub is very common, as we know, here in San Diego. But he was really, really wise and said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to bring in the right people. How I got involved, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm necessarily the right person. But he's done an amazing job, whether it be Matt Johnson, who is my direct boss and the general manager of the brewery. Matt comes from Helms Brewing Company, where him and his father owned and ran and operated that. And Matt most recently was at Bay City. And we've been friends for a long time. So when he came to me kind of getting back into this game was like, this is the greatest opportunity in the world, because they just wanted to bring in the best. They wanted to do the right things right from the beginning, trying to hopefully skip over those first year problems that so many, whether it be a new brewery or a new business in general, kind of goes through. So we're hoping to avoid a lot of those labor pains, but it's 2020, so hope is hope is hope. We just hope in 2020.
And there's 2 locations already open, right?
Yeah, that's been the amazing thing. Is we've been working on our production facility and taste room that's up in Vista, right off of Sycamore, right there, kind of in the crossroads of Bressie Ranch, Vista, Bressie Ranch, and Carlsbad. Kind of, we're almost like right in the center of that. We built that out and opened that up about a month and a half ago. And we were very, very fortunate that there was a location that kind of more or less fell in our laps in Del Mar. It's an old place called the Tasting Room in Del Mar, most recently occupied by a place called Craft Burrito, where they were doing craft burritos and craft beer. Unfortunately, they went out of business this last year. So we had an amazing opportunity to kind of go into this basically built restaurant and tasting room, which was perfect for us. Obviously, with 2020, we always need a food component when it comes to drinking alcohol. That's just the rule. So we knew we were going to have to build a kitchen at some point. So getting the keys handed to us on a very beautiful, basically brand new kitchen was amazing. And then from there, we went and got, in my opinion, the best available chef in San Diego when we got Chef Letty. And she just came in like the hurricane that she is, and completely designed the menu, wrote the menu, made sure that it paired well with all of the beers and the concept that we were doing, and it's just been awesome.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Beerfish.
Letty did work at Beerfish and an Uptown Tavern, and then she was doing most recently. She was at Fathom, working for our good friend Dennis Borlick. Yeah. As well as doing, she was doing pop-up catering gigs at Border X and a bunch of different places. Just, she's a worker, always staying busy. She eats and breathes food, and that's, what she does. And so she's just been doing this whole time. And being able to grab her and lock her into our, and what we're doing it's just been awesome. So we're very, very stoked.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Going back to this Pilsner real quick, man. Mm-hmm. This thing, like when it first hits your tongue, it's very bready and biscuity and slightly toasty, and then you get this really hoppiness that takes over, and you get a really pleasant, lingering bitterness on this, man.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, it's like it gives you that. Full disclosure, I'm not probably the hugest fan of, say, like a big aggressively dry hop lager. I'm always like, hops should be in my pale ales and my IPAs, and lagers should be kept that way. But recently, with the geniuses of there's a lot of guys making these amazingly great dry hop lagers, and my palate is certainly adjusted to it in the best possible way, and it's turned it into, with that big hop effect, you're getting that same thing which you'd get out of an IPA, which is you just want to drink more of it. Which is such a great thing because you could just keep drinking this nice Pilsner, and it's just great.
I could crush a lot of these, man. Yeah. This is really good.
Well,
definitely agree.
Getting into our second beer, you're talking hoppies and whatnot. The Costa IPA, hoppy citrus IPA. This one comes in at 7%. All right,
7%. This is our flagship IPA. Very San Diego style. It is 7%, nice and light, dry, aggressively hopped with the big hitter hops. So we're talking Cascade, we're talking Columbus, Galaxy, and then we got Simcoe. That's those are just bangers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Those are just the hops that you want in beer.
You got sort of the old school piney resiny thing, and then you throw in a bunch of orangey, dank and
See, that's what I'm loving. I'm loving my brewer Cody. Does such an amazing job because he definitely has one foot. He was raised in the Karl Strauss world, in the pizza port world. That's where he got his brewing experience and got his teeth cut. And so therefore there's that real foundation in basically a little homage to the old school, but it's still the new school. Let's not forget that bittering hops are important, and having a nice bite in the middle of your IPA, it's really important. I love it. I think it's great. It's don't get me wrong. I love a big citrus floral bomb, but I like a little something you can chew on in the middle too, And that's what this beer does.
It's definitely got some bitterness going on. And you get it a little bit late, but then it lingers. It stays with you.
Yeah.
Definitely a West Coast. It's a West Coast of hell. By the way, dude, that logo's sick. I like that.
It really is.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. The first time I saw it, I was just like, I'm like, damn, that is dope. Like it's just great. Yeah, we're really, really fortunate. We have some amazing graphic designers that are working for us, and Josh and his wife Heather has such a beautiful eye for design and everything like that. So she's always kind of where we go through when it comes to this kind of stuff. And every time she's like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I'm like, "Damn, that is just dope. That is just ill." So,
how many beers do you guys have in rotation currently?
Currently, we have 9 different beers.
Wow!
So 9 different beers. We got our 4 flagships, which is the Pilsner, our Blonde, La Costa, and then our Hazy by the Sea, which is our West Coast hazy style. But thankfully, over the last 3 months, Cody's been brewing beers constantly. So we're really set to release a new beer every week for the rest of this year. So we're really trying to fill out that draft lineup. So you're going to see now that we're kind of getting into our winter months, we're going to be rolling out our stout, which is going to be a nice coffee stout that we use a local roaster for. And then some nice reds. We're in the process of planning a collaboration with our good friends in Chula Vista at 3 Punk Ales. Big shout out to Steve, Kevin, and John. Yeah, I know. That's always fun.
They're on tomorrow for Beer for Breakfast. There's a little preview there.
Yeah. So we're stoked with so you'll start seeing a lot of those style of beers here in the next couple of months. But again, we are releasing a new beer every week at both of our tasting rooms. So
and it is San Diego Beer Week. So what do you guys have planned for the rest of the week?
Oh shoot! So it's already Thursday. So we've already kicked butt a lot this week. But this is the night and starting this whole weekend. So tonight, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, we're doing a virtual beer dinner in our Del Mar location. So we paired 4 different dishes with 4 of our different beers. Chef Letty, Cody got together, tasted all these things. So we're going to have that. So it's going to be really nice. So, unfortunately, we all can't get together for beer dinners as we would normally do. And, somebody would come up and talk. So we're just going to do it virtually. So we're going to record Cody talking about the beers, record Chef Letty talking about the food. And so when you sit down, you can order at any time. There's no set time to come in.
Cool.
Come in anytime between 5 and close. We'll hand you a menu. It's going to have a little QR code on there, and you can just scan that QR code. It's going to go right to the video. You might see my dumb face because I'm an egomaniac. But then it's going to be Cody. It'll be Cody and Chef Letty talking about each individual dish. So as you're eating it, you can click on there and you can hear about the beer that you're drinking and that particular dish. So it's really, really rad. We're super stoked on this. It's going to be really awesome. And with that, and then on Friday, we did the collaboration with our good friends at, excuse me, let me check my notes just to make sure I got everything right.
So prepared.
Yeah, I know, I try. We did a collab with our good friends over at Viewpoint in Del Mar, which is the only other Del Mar brewery. They actually brew in Del Mar. We brew obviously in Vista, but we have our taste room in Del Mar. So, we wanted to get together with those guys because they're our neighbors and our homies. So we did a collab, very aggressively hopped pale ale that is still in the tanks, but we'll be getting kegged. Well, actually, it's Thursday, right? So it's actually getting kegged today. So it'll be getting kegged today, and then we'll be debuting it tomorrow on Friday at both our locations. But on Friday we'll have Cody and my brew staff at our Del Mar location, as well as the Viewpoint brewers and those guys hanging out with us as well, talking beer, doing those kinds of things, nice and super casual. So you can just hang out and say hi, come by, drink the beer, grab some dinner, grab that 4-course dinner, which is going to be bomb.
And last beer week.
Yes. And then, that's how you got to end beer week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've had those Viewpoint guys on the show. They're pretty cool, man. They're very
those dudes are rad.
Yeah. Very cool guys. That location, man, is awesome. The view there is pretty incredible.
Stellar. Yeah, we were fortunate when I was still at Thorn. Eric Shelley, when he was still brewing there, did a collaboration with those guys and absolutely killed it. It was just amazing. Mm-hmm. So everything those guys brew is awesome. I love the vibe those guys are doing. And so we're stoked to be neighbors with those guys in Del Mar.
I love the Love Fest.
Always. It's San Diego. It's San Diego beer. If you're not in it with all of us, then honestly, get the fuck out. That is my opinion about it. Like,
who else is really cool up there that you should hook up with is the guys from Helia. Yeah, they're awesome. Couple surfer guys, and they're making really good beer there. I could totally see you guys clicking with them.
Heck yeah, dude! I love those dudes. Love those guys' beer. So.
Yeah.
Well, Jay Jones from WestBrew. Welcome, WestBrew, to the San Diego craft beer family. Welcome to the 91X Beer for Breakfast family. This is the beer that we will be drinking tomorrow morning on Beer for Breakfast with Marty at 9:10 in the morning. So make sure that you are listening to the radio, listening to 91X at 9:10 as we drink WestBrew for Beer for Breakfast.
And you can get 91X on your phone. You can live stream it. You don't have to have a radio.
It's amazing. It's technology. It's astonishing.
Listen every morning. Marty and Danielle in the mornings. Best morning show in San Diego.
Oh, our biggest fan right there, Jay Jones. Thank you so much. And
my pleasure. Thank you guys.
Safe and fun San Diego Beer Week. Make sure that you are staying hydrated as you are posting. Be sure that you tag the San Diego Brewers Guild and hashtag SDBW. It's been a long week. Long week of drinking beer. And with that, cheers to independently owned craft beer and radio in San Diego.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And if you celebrate, don't navigate.
Boom.
91X.